Previously you have seen how to make a map like this. Now we are going to see how can we add two different maps together. And before we move on to adding two different maps together, let's just see how can we add one Excel file with our existing maps attribute table. So now let's see, say for example, this is district data, district wise district names, or you can say state names, versus number of solar panels installed. So I just want to geographically show or plot this data in a map. So to do that, you need to join this data with your one existing maybe shapefile. So let's go back to ArcGIS and delete this map at first. No, yep, fine. Now I'm going to load one country shapefile. So it's actually geodatabase. Fine. Now what? Let's see the attribute table of this. Here we also got one state name in this map. These are just all the district names of Bangladesh. Okay. Now our task is to drag that CSV file in our ArcGIS, and remember to save that file, Excel file, in CSV format. Okay, now you can open that, see that district names, fine, Bhola, Bogora, you can see Baghat, Bandhaban. Now before you join, you need to confirm that there's one common column name in between in your Excel file and also in your ArcGIS map. If there's no common column, then there's going to be no joining. Okay, so open attribute table and you can see Baghat, Bandhaban, same thing, and it will actually match every word, single word. If there's any spelling mistake or any spelling discrepancy in between two of them, then there will be none, or that will not be joined. Okay, so to join, right click here and go to join and relate, join. So join attributes, you have two options. We're going to join from a table and choose the column which is common in between both of them. So this is our text column, and here keep all the records. That is, we are going to keep all the datas whether they are common or not. So if there's some data not common in between both of them, then we'll see some none values. Fine. So if you are familiar with SQL, then it's actually inner joining, and if you just it's outer joining, and if you just select this one, keep only matching records, it's inner joining. Okay, so we want to see all of them. Fine. So let's again see the attribute table. Now you can see we got all the district names added with our ArcGIS map and corresponding number of installed PP cells. Now if you double click here, then you will see all the none values. You can see two none values, and maybe because they didn't match, the name spelling didn't match, so you need to again edit this column so that they can match and you will get the value. So for the time being, I'm just going to start editing. Okay, no problem, just a random one. I started editing, but I can't edit. Oh, I need to export this map. Now the second task is to export this map, because to save all the changes you have just done. So to export it, data, export data, store wherever you want. Okay, what is that saying? As I can't create any. Oh, okay. Stop that editing session. stop editing, and we are now going to export data. Let's export it. Now we don't need them anymore. Now if you see the attributes table, we can see number of installed, district, and then values, and you can manually edit them. Let's say this, for this zone it was 1050, and for this one it was, let's say, 500 just. Okay, now save it and stop editing. So that's it. That's how you can join two different attribute table in ArcGIS. And if you are interested in visualize this data, you can do that. Go to properties, then symbology, and categories. Yeah, categories, quantiles. Yep, quantiles. Let's say we are interested in graduated colors. So here click the value, and we are interested in this installed PV cells. Fine, you can classify it on, let's say I am just interested in 4 classes, and it was natural break. You can do equal interval or quantile. Fine, let's see 4 different. Now you can see one nice colored map, and with number of installed PV cells range. So this one is the lowest range, those color. Okay, here it's highest. Okay, now you can also change that symbology. Let's say you want 4 classes, yeah, but you can manually change this class range. Let's say you want to start from 2000, then second one you want to be in 5000, 50,000. Yeah, I think so. So on there, yeah. So you can do that, and you can also change the color. Yep, if you would like to. So that's it. That's how we do such thing. And next we are going to see how can we join two different layers attribute table. Okay, now we are going back to our previous data. This GIS MXD. Okay. Yep. Now you can see this is a library layer. This is school, then roads. Okay. So if you go to the library attribute table, you can see some library names. Fine. And here we'll see some school name. So I'd like to join those school names to library names, and we're also interested in the closest school or closest library from a school. Okay, that is, we want to know which library is close to this school, and also we'll see the distance between them. So let's see that how can I do that. Let's say we're going to open the attribute. No need to open attribute table. We're going to join, but now you don't need any common attribute. Okay, so join from data from another layer based on spatial location. So choose the layer to join. Okay, fine. Now you're going to select this one. Each point will be given all the attributes, and this is going to be a new layer. Okay, fine. Join output 3. Okay, so yeah, it's joined. Okay, now if you see the attribute table, you can see open attribute table, and let's see Fine. School name, library name you can see, and also the distance. Just close, yeah. So you can see this X, school name X is, sorry, library name X is closest to school D actually. Yep. And the distance is about 66 kilometer. Fine. It's not kilometer, it's I think metering. So 66 meter. Pretty close. So that's, I would say, a really powerful one. Powerful joining, by which you can also measure the distance between two features. Now you can also measure the distance between two objects manually using this tool here. Okay, so let's see which is our D, school name D. Attribute table, school D, this one. This is now here. If you click here, then what? Why isn't it showing us? Find, go to X. Okay, now here, click here and double click here. You can see 68 meter, and we found that what? Open attribute table, D versus X, 66, 68. I'm pretty close. Maybe I got some error here, but it's fine. Okay, now if you would like to join this attribute table in one of your existing feature layers, let's say you want to join that feature table in this library table or school table, you can also do that, because we have a column common. Let's say school name is common in this join output, also it's common in this school name column. Okay, so right click here, open, go to join. So join data, now we are going to join table, not layer. Choose the field in this layer based on school name. Choose the table to join. Yep, join output 3. Yes. Then choose, yep, everything else. Keep all records. Keep only matching records. Okay, keep all. Fine. Click. There you can see school name, yeah, here. Why double school name? Why? Library name, distance, everything is here. Fine, so that's enough about joining different layers or attribute tables. Let's now see how can we join two different maps together. So let's say I am just going to add one new shapefile. New feature class, and name it new shape. Okay, next, and just one column, name, and its text. By default name I would like to say, let's say, yes, no problem. By default, let's say it's KZI Kazi. Finish. Okay, so we are now going to edit. Okay, now you can see this new shape. Yep, new shape here. So you're just going to create one new shapefile that has nothing to do with this existing shapefile, but we assume they do share common border. Yep, so we assume that they do share a common border, but you can see there's one gap in between them. But don't worry, when we merge them we can fix that. So let's say I want to merge these two shapes into one. So what we can do, we have two options. Just go to here, Windows search. Okay, one is union, union, union. So union 3D analysis. We're now going to new shape and merge. Okay, output file name union save. Okay, so we have connected both of them. Let's just unclick rest of them. So here this U, delete this U. Where is that U here? Okay, now if we go to the attribute table, we should see two polygons. Open attribute table, but here you can see we got three polygons. This one, okay, fine. It's the previous one, okay, but this little one is one actually error. If you double click here, it will zoom. So we need to merge that with this one. So to merge that, you need to select both of them. Just hold shift and click this polygon. Okay, now add it and merge. So you can see this is the valid one. So double click here, this is merged. Now you can see that still there's some problem here. You can also fix that. How? By just double click here. You can see this vertex. So just we are going to, yep, I think it's not right. Okay, so if there's still some problem, you can also merge both of them into just one. That's another line. This line we can remove that. Just delete vertex. Delete vertex. Now it's gone. Again, you can draw a boundary from here to here. Yep. Now there should not be any error. Yep. So that's one kind of joining. There's another joining, that is merge, M-E-R-G-E, merge. And I would prefer this merge tool, but it depends on the attribute table. If you take a look at the attribute table closely, then you'll see the difference between merge and union. And if you have any questions about them, please let me know in the comment section down below. And now let's see how does this merge operation or tool or function. So again, just these two, new shape and old shape, new shape and SHP. Fine. MERG, merge. We'll do merge when we have two common features, two common columns, or you can say attribute in the attribute table. So, and we are going to join two large maps having same attributes. Then we use this merge tool. Okay. Let's see. Close that. You can see fine, same thing what we have seen before, but just a little bit of difference in the attribute table. Now you can see only two attribute table, and if this is actually one name with capital letter, starts with capital letter, and this one starts with small letter, but if the spelling of that two column name are same, then you would see just one column named name, not two. But in the case of in the case of union, whether they are same name or not, you will see always two new column names. Okay, that's the difference between merge and union, I would say. Yeah, major difference. And we can see here a bit of what error as we fixed those problems previously. We can also same way you can solve this problem also. Okay, so fine, that's all about merging, joining, and I think I showed all kinds of merging in ArcGIS, possible merging. Maybe there's some other merging or data joining. Yeah, actually some other types of data joining exists. Say join, if you go to there, join, that's another type of joining. You can see here this one. And sometimes you can join if you don't have any primary key by just geological or spatial relationship. I'm not going to show you that. Okay, cancel that. So that's it for today's lesson. I hope I would see you in another video, and until next time, thank you.